In this video, we'll talk about 5 of the most important physicists and the discoveries that made them famous. The first physicist is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla lived in the 19th and 20th centuries. He was born on the 10th of July, 1856 in the village of Smiljan, located in present-day Croatia. During his lifetime, he worked and lived in different parts of the world, including the USA, where he spent most of his career. He died on January 7, 1943 at the age of 86 in New York City. Nikola Tesla was an inventor and engineer who worked in many fields. He is best known for his contributions to electricity and electrical engineering. He was involved in the research and development of alternating current, which is now used in most electrical grids around the world, and created many important inventions that we still use today. He also created the Tesla coil, which is a device for generating high voltages and frequencies and which allows wireless transmission of energy over long distances. Tesla also dealt with wireless communication and information transmission. He worked on the development of technologies for wireless transmission of sound and video, which foreshadowed the emergence of modern radio and television. He was also interested in wireless power, dreaming of being able to power devices without the use of cables. Another important contribution of Tesla was his work on electromagnetic fields and their applications. He developed the induction motor, which is still used in a large number of electrical devices and machines. Tesla also studied the possibilities of using electromagnetic radiation for medical purposes. Throughout his life, Nikola Tesla dedicated himself to research and inventions that have had a positive impact on our modern society. His work laid the foundations of electrical engineering and influenced many areas of technology, energy, and communication. The second physicist is Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was a scientist who studied motion and astronomy. Galileo was also famous for improving the telescope and using it to observe space objects. Through his observations, he discovered, for example, the moons of Jupiter and the phases of Venus. These discoveries supported the heliocentric model of the solar system, which holds that the Earth orbits the Sun. Galileo was in trouble with the Church at the time because of this. His research and discoveries, which supported the heliocentric model of the solar system, were at odds with the accepted geocentric model of the time, which held that the Earth was at the center of the universe. Galileo argued that the Earth moved around the Sun. This idea was considered controversial and contrary to the religious teachings of the time. Galileo was accused of heresy and brought before the Inquisition, the Church's judicial body. In 1633, he was forced to recant his views and swear never to advocate heliocentrism again. Galileo was then sent to house arrest, where he spent the rest of his life. However, he was allowed access to scientific materials and continued his studies. It was not until long after his death that his ideas on heliocentrism were accepted and recognized as correct. Galileo was also one of the first scientists to study the falling of bodies. He carried out many experiments that showed that all bodies fall at the same speed, regardless of their mass. This research contributed to the development of physical thinking and the understanding of the laws of gravity. His work and discoveries made a significant contribution to science and opened the way for further discoveries in physics and astronomy. The third physicist is Marie Curie-Skłodowska. Marie Curie was an important scientist who studied radioactivity. She was born in Warsaw, Poland, in 1867 and later moved to France, where she studied and worked. She was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize, and even won it twice, both in physics and chemistry. Marie Curie discovered and named 2 new elements, polonium and radium. These elements are highly radioactive and have important properties that are used in scientific research and medicine. Marie Curie also developed new methods for measuring radioactivity, which allowed more precise study of this phenomenon. Her work on radioactivity has also had an important impact on medicine. Marie Curie used radioactive substances to take X-rays to help diagnose wounded soldiers during the First World War. Marie Curie exposed herself to high doses of radioactive radiation during her research on radioactivity, without knowing at the time the potential negative health effects. It is important to note that at the time Marie Curie conducted her experiments, The effect of radioactivity on human health was unknown, and Marie Curie herself did not find out during her research. The fourth physicist is Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was a scientist who was involved in physics and mathematics. He is best known for his theory of relativity, which changed our view of the universe and the laws of motion. Einstein created two theories of relativity, namely special and general. The special theory of relativity deals with the motion of objects at high speeds and shows that time and space are not absolute, but depend on the speed of the observer. This can have various consequences, such as the twin paradox. General relativity deals with gravity and describes it as the curvature of space and time around material objects. Einstein while studying the behavior of light and discovered the photovoltaic phenomenon. This phenomenon shows that light can generate electrical current in certain materials such as silicon. This discovery laid the foundations for the production of solar panels that convert sunlight into electricity. Albert Einstein is one of the most important figures in physics, and his ideas continue to have a significant impact on our understanding of the universe today. The fifth physicist is Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was a British scientist who worked in physics, mathematics, and astronomy in the 17th century. He was one of the most important scientists in history who discovered many physical laws but also many mathematical methods. Among the physical laws and phenomena we can list the law of gravitation, Newton's laws of motion, or the composition of colors in optics. His important discoveries in mathematics were mainly related to differential and integral calculus, which he himself discovered. This led to his dispute with the German mathematician Gottfried Leibniz, who also discovered calculus independently of Newton. Isaac Newton is one of the most important figures in science, and his work has had a huge impact on the development of physics and mathematics. His laws of motion and gravity are still used in classical mechanics, and his discoveries laid the foundations for many other scientific advances. The law of gravity was built upon, for example, by Albert Einstein. In the video, we talk about 5 important physicists. What other physicists do you consider important? Let me know in the comments.